Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Free Digit World Cup 2025. Coming in strong with yet another round of 16 match with South Korea versus Greece. Casting this match for you is Lightin and Nick, and streaming this one is James. Say hello, Nick.
Yo, we have a pretty interesting match. Like, it's Seed 1 versus Seed 16. But I'm really excited to see if Greece can put out something.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed too.
if you look at this matchup on paper, and not just on paper, probably on practice, South Korea does seem to be like the major favorite to win this match. A lot of people seem to be thinking, I mean, even Jackbacks, the main carry of the Greece roster, did mention that he thinks that they might 6-0 Greece, but honestly, it would be really cool to see Greece pull off a few picks here and there, take them at least with the score of 6-1 or 6-2, but maybe we will see even something more surprising than that.
Yeah, Greece is it's a 5-man roster, and it's basically just Jackbacks 5th overall in qualifiers, playing everything and playing really well, insanely well. But then Puyu, like, if you play into his strengths, I think a point is gettable here.
That's true. I would imagine that both Puyu and Jackbacks are gonna perma-lobby for the entirety of this match. But for South Korea, there's obviously a lot of flexibility. They're seed 1 for a reason. And when it comes to like the overall skill sets, I don't think South Korea has any weaknesses in any departments, especially when you're playing against Greece. But looks like we're already getting into the pick ban stage, and the first map being banned is DT2, banned by Greece. No stamina, no Sanch map now. For South Korea, I feel like they might ban one of the hard rocks, actually.
If South Korea have done the research, it's actually, in my opinion, speed and gimmick. That hidden 2 is probably a really good ban. It can be really hard to like get a consistent 3-man score on something like a low AR hidden.
That's
And
true,
Greece,
actually.
Like Puyu, like he has a heat of normal something score on it. Like he plays gimmick.
Yeah, I think he has like an easy score
He
with
also
that
plays
one.
speed. He also plays speed.
Oh, we get a
to the number
DT
3.
no more free ban. Okay, they don't want to play alternate, which is a little surprising, but honestly understandable. The map is spike spot a lot near the ending, and I feel like the Greece, with the roster, can have a pretty solid score up until that div spike, and can put South Korea around back for their money. But it looks like we are now done with our bans, and the first one to pick is going to be South Korea, and I feel like they might go. I mean, they have a pretty large choice to make. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of maps they can choose, and what are your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, like I'm seeing this number 3 ban, and I'm thinking they're just going for comfort. They're just going to pick. They ban what they think is comfortable, and they're just going to pick everything that's comfortable.
That's true. I feel like that's the best strategy that they might want to go for, because there's not really that many weaknesses with their roster, and they can do whatever. It's just that whether the team feels comfortable on something or it doesn't feel comfortable on something, and Nomad Free was definitely one of those maps, and we are getting a DT3 pick right off the bat. With DT2 being banned, it does make sense, but coming back to your comment earlier about Greece being pretty good at speed, what are your thoughts on this pick?
Yeah, Jackpack's always solid on speed, and Puyu, like, speed is one of his 2 skill sets. His 2 established skill sets being like the speed and gimmick. So I'm seeing this DD3, and I'm seeing No Mod 4 and Hidden 2 being very coin flip maps for South Korea.
That's true. I feel like with this map, I mean, you know it more than anyone else. This map is more of a finger control speed type of check, 270 BPM on this one. Quite short in length, limited in 39 seconds long, so every single miss is gonna count a lot. And by the looks of it, we are already getting a few players in the lobby. Zaisun, Urangane, Alamiya Kokoro, Fragrance of Page against Puyu, Jackpacks, and Monster.
Who is Zaisun Udongame? That's a name change. That's a name that I haven't seen yet.
Yes, let me take a look actually, because I don't recognize that name either. Probably...
It could be one of the speed players, if he's there for the Zayton team. It's an STI, it's an STI.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense now, alright. That was really recent. Like a week ago, they had a different name, right?
I didn't open the user page, hold on. Yeah, map starting.
Yeah, the map is starting and we are already here with a few hundred stuff for Fragments of Peach, but nothing too scary yet. It's just the intro on the map. Even though it's really short, there's still a lot of space for both of these teams to pop off and show their skill on this tapping pick. And we are getting into the first build-up, now moving into the first actual section. Now more streams, more bursts, and by the looks of it, the South Korean team does have an advantage but all 6 combos are on the board with Monster struggling with accuracy.
Yeah, Monster mega struggling. And like, if you look at Greece's individual qualifiers, you're gonna see Puyo and Jackpacks there all the way at the top, but then the other 3 players on the roster are pretty much just all together chilling at the very bottom. So that's
pretty much true.
Like this is what we're seeing.
Jackpacks is gonna miss though,
Exactly.
and with Monster and MMA Kokoro now not having any combos, Zyson and Fragments of Peach are gonna make a massive difference here. Puyo, the only combo left for Greece, the only standing obstacle for South Korea. South Korea are looking to secure their first point already by the looks of it.
Yeah, Jackpacks just not miss, and that just brings this pick completely out of contention. If the Amamiya Kokoro did find that very unlucky miss, at least for their caliber. And now there's just nothing that Greece can do to steal this point away.
Pretty much. The accuracy on Restia is really good though. He did drop it quite significantly, as I've seen that. He used to have a 99% accuracy. Now has dropped to like around 98%, but still, nonetheless, that's a pretty good score. And Puyo also, seeing the map as well, showing a pretty good performance on this DT3, but sadly, no Jackpacks and Monster to help him out, as Fragments of Peach and Zyson both FC this map on the South Korean side, with Amamiya Kokoro having a really good supporting score as well.
They can actually slide the block at the very end. But yeah, Jackpacks also struggling with accuracy a little bit. Side read buff. Oh no, it's over.
Oh,
we are not getting a point.
You know what? Maybe. You know, sometimes it's the strategy. You know, like you don't play the pool, and then you like the pool structure isn't like that scary. It's pretty normal structure, and except that Fremont 2 and Fremont 3 are slapped, basically. But other than that, like, I feel that maybe in some picks it does help. Personally, with no mod 1s, whenever a player usually the best attempt on no mod 1 is your first attempt. So, like, I can see that being a thing.
Yeah. But surely Puyo has played that Hidden 2 before. Surely.
I mean, that Hidden 2 has been used a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. Puyo definitely played that. I have seen him play that on some tournaments before, though. I'm not sure. I might be just seeing and something out of my mind, coming out with information. But nonetheless, though, it's Greece's turn to pick, and I feel like we might go with Hidden 2, as you've mentioned prior.
Yeah, number 4 or Hidden 2. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm losing confidence in them having any sort of strategy prepared at all.
You know, sometimes look, strategy is important, sort of, but sometimes you just gotta roll with it, you know?
I mean, it's not based on strategy, but they are picking number 4.
Oh, that's an interesting pick, actually.
I'm looking at the chat.
Oh, I see. I see the strategy then. I mean, I respect the pick. It's a really good song. The map also is really good. I really love the choice on this one. It's definitely on the difficult side, though, I would say.
Yeah, it's it is on the harder side of the pool, but
That's
it is mostly
true.
due to the map type itself. Like, it's just really hard to act.
Yeah.
And then you have like the Iggy Azalea rap section around 2/3 in. Like, that's just pure aim. And then you jump aiming all the sliders on CS5. Gets really hard.
Ariana Grande. And yeah, this map is not really your conventional No Mod 4 either. Sure, the SV changes and the fast sliders are here, but still, there's quite a few sections that might trip you up, and we are loading into the map now. Allegrissimo, Amamiya Kokoro, and Fragments of Peach for the South Korean team. Puyo, Netkit, and Jackpacks once again representing the Greeks as we are starting off with the map. Not quite in a good fashion, as a lot of 100s are being dropped here and there, especially for Puyo, but the map is long, 3 minutes and 9 seconds long to be exact, and with that, we are now moving on to the first couple of sliders here, and it basically tells you the structure of this map coming forward.
Yeah, if you know anything about Amelia mapping since like 2020-ish, like this is all he maps.
Yeah,
It always here because it's an awesome song.
it's emotional. Coming up with the emotional rap part, sort of. Not really, just whispers in my head, but 3 FCs on the board for both of these teams, so accuracy advantage on the South Korean roster with Algrissimo and Jackpax not holding on to the best ones in Puyu. Jackpax does find a miss though, and with that, South Korea are looking increasingly likely to take this even further as the carry potential for Greece has not woken up yet.
And Naked also actually having the highest accuracy, and he's one of those 3 like really bad performing players. I can't find a better word. Jackpack finding another break.
Yeah, I feel like Naked though, it's probably their speciality, and I wouldn't call them bad. They're doing really good so far,
Yeah.
and popping off a lot for their team. And both them, Naked and Puyo. Oh no, but they found a solid break on the middle section, on the slow part, almost
We
exactly
talked
in the
about this
middle
too
of the
much.
map as well. And with that, this score cap is gonna be insane, and South Korea are gonna be running away with this. 3 FCs against 1, Puyo being the only obstacle in the way of South Korean roster, but South Koreans, they just don't want to stop. They put the gas pedal on and they just drive. They just take all of it for themselves. They don't even want to have even a thought of mercy onto the Greeks.
We cursed Naked too much. That is very unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. They lost their act as well.
Yeah. Jackpack is recovering on the accuracy, but like not having that combo. Well, Korea is holding still onto that 3-way. Hey, never mind.
Not a freeway anymore. Algrissimo Francis of Peach fighting their
anymore.
respective breaks. Puyo also losing their FC and no FCs anymore for the Greek roster. And now Mami Kakuro being that X factor for South Korea for this map. Still holding on. And the advantage is going to shift even further to the left as we are getting into a slow section, building up slowly towards the one final part of this map.
Ami also creeping up on the 97, just slowly dropping a couple hundreds.
Yeah,
I think
that's a really good
we
act for
reached
this.
97. That's insane accuracy with Scorby too.
Yes. Like, if you include the sliders, he does find a break at the very end though, but it really doesn't matter as the job has already been done. It's definitely one of the harder maps in the pool. And with that accuracy, with that score, South Korea solidify their second pick over the Greeks and take their second point with the break point. Honestly, 2 S ranks and 1 miss from Amamiya Kokoro for South Korea. These scores are crazy. Jackpax with unfortunate slider breaks here and there, but still doing his best. While Puyo and Naked tried their best to support. And with that, South Korea are now in the 2-0 lead, looking to consolidate their picks even more.
And there goes coin flip number 1. Just have to see how it goes on the rest of the pool. I don't think there's any strategy left that Greece can rely on.
Yeah,
I don't think they've prepared for the match.
pretty
Which honestly,
much.
like, fair
You can get
enough.
it. Yeah, it's fair. Like, imagine being Greece and you're matched up against South Korea. Honestly, it might be even better to you not to prep that much, because yes, sure, you can like probably contest them for a point or two, but I can get the idea. I can see the vision. With that though, South Korea are going with the Noma 2 pick, and more of a speed map. A breakcore map by Tekito, 230 BPM, bursts with finger control. Quite similar to GT3 in structure actually. Just lower BPM and more node density.
Yeah, really simple map. There's not much to say about it. Like, DDT just has that a lot more finger control. It's literally just finger control. This is literally just burst.
Yeah,
there's nothing else.
I mean, it does have a few triples and doubles, but it's pretty much it, honestly, when it comes to finger control elements.
That's the nature of these, like, cookie cutter, turny mate maps. Like, there's nothing else going on, really.
Exactly, and we do have Resty and Amamiya Kokoro with be joined for have Jackpax for you and Naked once again, making their appearance, and with that, we are going to be slowly transitioning into the Snowmat 2, a speed map by Tekito once again, and I don't know. Greece, they gotta try hard. I can see a world where they can take a pick, but I am not sure. It's looking increasingly unlikely, especially as we are moving further into this match now, with South Korea just running away.
And Naked coming in instead of Monster from the DD3. Naked did show that there is potential in him on the normal form, so we'll see.
That's true. Nomad 4, though, was an entirely different skill set. We have a few early breaks here and there with Naked and Fragrance of Page early on. Also, the accuracy on Fragrance of Page is not really looking that confident either. Because of that, South Greece is gonna have a slight advantage here with the score, but it doesn't look that good yet for both of these teams.
He's actually staying in the lead for now with that accuracy advantage. Hagen's dropping down to 95. Might be ban shield of 3 breaks at the exact same time.
I can see the... Honestly, Puyu, Naked, and Zyson, they might have broke on the same note, because, yeah, it came off as a transition. Puyu fighting another miss here and there. South Korea also, Amamiya Kokoro fighting yet another break on his end, and Fragrance of Peach being the only highest combo for his team, matched by Jackpax with an incredible accuracy of 99.4% to his name, and building it up even more. Jackpax and Fragrance of Peach, that's the one we waited for. That's the one we want I've expected for this match. And Jackpax is gonna try his best to hold on for as long as possible, and he needs to hold on for Greece to have any sort of chance on this. It's the closest they can get to a point, I feel like.
Yeah, but Puyu is not able to hold the supporting combo. It's only Naked. Resia did find that break, but Puyu is struggling.
The supporting combo is important, but it all comes down to the main combo. With Fragrance of Peach drops, Jackpax might have the lead, might have the playground for him to move it to his side. And Neki does find a miss though, matched by Amamiya Kokoro, which was a Bancho break, but the Restia break was very real and true. As Fragrance of Peach and Jackpax keep holding on, 70,000 advantage for the South Korean roster. It has been there for a really long time now. It has been constant there, slightly moving forward towards the left. But it can all change in 1 second.
And this is the patterns that Pagan was struggling with at the intro, but I think it was just warming up with the map. His accuracy is just going up now, and that is not good. He's matching Jackpack slowly, and no one else being able to hold the support combo. Amamiya Kokoro on that 1k. Jackpack
oh, and this is over, yes.
That was insanely close.
That was close for Greece.
Showing how much of a powerhouse they are with like just being able to keep the supporting combos. Fagan's also broke.
I mean, he didn't. It was a miss in the beginning. He did miss in the beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
But still, Jackpax, that accuracy is something else. He used to hold a 99.6%, only dropping it towards the very end with his miss and a few hundreds here and there. But damn, that was really close. And you gotta give some spotlight towards these players. Jackpax and Fragrance of Page doing exceptionally well on this map. Also, the supporting combo from Amamiya Kokoro was one of the biggest factors for South Korea in taking this win for themselves. But with that, South Korea is on a 3-0 lead, and Greece, it's their turn to pick, and they want Fruma too, surprisingly.
There is logic behind this. It is a short map, it is an alt map, which is what Korea did ban.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the main reason why Nomad 3 was banned though was due to diff spike. This map I feel like favors South Korea like a lot.
I still see the vision.
Yeah, I agree with that. I still see the vision. It's a pretty classic map, mapped by Saros. Really short as well, 1 minute and 45 seconds long. Has quite a few 1-6 elements to it, so there's some rhythm control that might catch a few people off guard, but not really at the same time. And honestly, I feel like for the rosters, you might see a few, recurring players. Once again, Alagrissimo, Amamiya Kokoro, and Fragrance of Peach for the South Koreans, Puyu, Naked, and Jackpax for the Greek roster. Once again, as mentioned prior, Jackpax and Puyu are probably going to be perma-lobbying this, but Naked, it's a good thing to see them for the third map in a row.
Yeah, definitely. Well, is it going to be 3 maps in a row? I want to play that. I want to again.
Well, I guess it depends.
Really good to see them showing up though, after quals.
That's true. And really good to see them actually fight for some of these peaks. That Nomad 2 was really close. And I'm really glad to see them try their best. With that being said, though, moving on to this Fremont 2 now, Naked is going to be playing with Hidden Hard Rock and Jackpacks with Hidden. We have a Hidden on Amami Kokoro and Hard Rock on Allegrissimo. So far, the accuracy seems to be matching and going in favor of South Korea, but you gotta make sure that Naked... Ooh, okay, never mind. Jackpacks finds a miss early on with that Hidden. Hidden now out of the picture for the Greek roster, and that miss is gonna hurt a lot, especially since South Korea are gonna be building up their combos.
And Naked also not holding on that accuracy really well. And you can see the tournament, how do you say it? Just not being used to tournament play. Like being more used to going for hidden hard rock scores in solo than playing hard rock only in tournaments.
Yeah, there's a massive difference there, and also with the earlier miss from Naked, in the middle of the map, this looks increasingly more unlikely for Greece. Puyo being the only full combo for the Greek roster, while South Korea freewaying this with no signs of hesitation yet, as we are moving on to the PI now. That's where the most difficult part of the map is, and by the looks of it, all of these players are doing really good. Naked, the only one struggling with this so far, finding a lot of misses. Jackpack's also good on the recovery, but it doesn't really matter as long as South Korea is going to be free manning this all around. What is this?
It doesn't matter that Puyo is here holding on. Oh, he did lose the best accuracy, despite Amamiya Kokoro missing. But it does not matter. This FC, it does miss on the squares.
It's not even an FC, and with that, South Korea are going to be taking their 4th point on the board. Allegrissimo and Fragrance of Peach. FCing that map yet again. Hard Rock FC for Allegrissimo and a Nomad FC for Fragrance of Peach, with some pretty good accuracies as well. That was a nice try from Greece, but ultimately it was the misses on the slow section that tripped them up. Jackpacks missed on the slow section and Naked too, and that made a massive difference.
And Jackpacks actually recovered as well. Like he FC'd the rest of the map afterwards and still got a 700k. It just doesn't matter when Allegrissimo and Fragrance of Page full combo the map.
Exactly, especially with that Hard Rock FC. That's a really good score. I think we've seen
Hard Rock and 98% as well. On this
exactly.
Map. That is really good accuracy, actually. Probably the best Hard Rock score we're gonna see.
Probably. We might see some really good scores with Hard Rock on this map as well. I think, if I recall correctly, the United Kingdom versus Oceania match, there were some pretty good Hard Rock scores from Bubbleman on this map in particular. But I guess we will wait for the stat sheets and wait for that. But TT1 now being picked by South Korea, a surprising pick, but they can probably pick whatever they want.
I'm looking at the MP link now. Hont played the map and got a 97 FC.
Oh, okay. Still a good score, but the accuracy unmatched with Allegrissimo for this one.
The good Bubbleman score that you're thinking of is him pretty much on FCing Hard Rock 2 and then missing an entire stream at the end.
Oh yeah, probably that. I mixed them up, my bad.
16 miss, 939k.
Emotional. It just says a lot about that map. But yeah, once again, Restia, Amamiya Kokoro, and Fragrance of Peach for the South Korean team. Puyo, Monster, and Jackpacks. Monster making a reappearance for Greece. And with that, we are moving into DT1, your fast BPM AM map, 255 BPM, 2 minutes and 54 seconds long, and it's just your standard DT1 basically. There is nothing much to say about this map.
Yeah, Monster was here for the DT3, and back for the DT1 it seems he's just the high BPM player. And
yeah,
that does mean they're going to be a lot more comfortable on this, since the tapping is a lot less prominent on this map.
That's true. We haven't really seen Monster compete in tournaments that much, right?
Nah, pretty much no one on the Greek roster, only Jackpacks and then in recent times Puyo.
That's true. I feel like DT1 is definitely one of those picks that are more comfortable towards the non-tourney players, and it could unveil and show Monster's strength on this, but that's just a theory. Did I really just say that? Yeah, nonetheless though, like I was about to make, like it sounded like a good transition for a joke, but nonetheless, South Korea having a really good accuracy on their side, 99.3% for Fragrance of Peach and 98.7% for both Amamiya Kokoro and Restia, while Jackpacks and honestly everyone is holding on. Jackpacks to being the highest accuracy in this lobby.
And then Monster and Puyo on those 97s showing that like slightly less comfortable. I put you on the speed. Like he's more of a tapping oriented speed player, not that much an aim. So this is
That's
purely just
true.
him being able to play DT and him being put you on the Greek roster.
Yeah.
Maybe map.
It's like jackpacks basically, because they have to. They're obliged to play every single map, and it does take a lot of strain towards like perma-lobbying is really difficult. And honestly, props to them for showing up quite well on this map and a few maps other than that. Like, perma-lobbying is really difficult, but nonetheless though, moving on to the second PI now, all of C's are still on the board. The accuracy lead seems to be there for the South Korean roster yet again, but it might be slowly moving towards the right if anyone misses. Not slowly, actually, it might move towards the right really fast if anyone misses from the South Korean roster, and same will happen if anyone from the Greeks will miss as well.
Monster is starting to shake a little bit. He's also on the lower stack still. That is the main detriment now on the Greek side. And he
Oh,
will
the
find
shake.
that shake finally getting to him. Korea unfazed. These guys have won OWC. They've won 3 WC before. Puyu finds a break right before the break as well.
That's tragic. And with that, South Korea roster looking to secure their match point already. The experience plays a huge role in this, and I feel like this map is just the textbook definition of experience being one of the main factors for South Korea taking the win on this.
And there goes Jackpacks.
Complete collapse of Greece right at the very end, but I guess South Korea are just looking really confident in this, looking to Freeman FC this DT1 with crazy accuracies. Resty a 99.3, Fragments of Peach 99.3 as well. Amamiya Kokoro missing at the very end, but it's still a 1.1 million score. What is this score?
You just had to get excited at the end there.
I just had to. I'm sorry, Amamiya Kokoro. I just, you know, it's still an S rank. We can cut this as an FC, right? Surely.
Even actually, you could just say it's slider ends,
Yeah,
and
it's
it will
just
still
slider
be
ends.
within combo range.
Exactly, it's just slider ends. It's okay. It happens, you know. Still a pretty it's the same score as the FCs for some of them. So like, yeah. And with that, South Korea now on pretty much undefeatable for any of these maps, and it's gonna be their turn to pick. And not their turn, actually. My bad. It's Greece's turn to pick, and the options are looking increasingly smaller as we are moving forward, and they might want to go for that hidden too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that's their only solid chance at a point. They're gonna go for 3-1.
Yeah, Jackpacks does seem to be not really happy with the situation, but I can understand that. I mean, you gotta play against South Korea, and South Korea, no mercy shown whatsoever. Not going easy, not going gentle at all. Just taking it all in and slapping you in the face.
This might now just, assuming if Korea wins this point, this will probably be the only match in the entire tournament where a low AR, hidden or no mod will go completely untouched. Not banned, not picked.
That would be funny.
I mean, it's a skill set that you usually think, oh, if we suck, let's ban it. Because we definitely lose. Or the opposite, oh, our opponents didn't ban it, let's pick it. We win this, for sure.
That's true. It's the same with speed maps. I feel like speed and gimmick and like any reading in that regard are like really interchangeable. Like if you play speed, you pick it. If you don't play speed, you ban it. It's literally it works like that with reading as well. Like it's always like this. But yeah. Final map, potentially a final map actually. There's still some chances for Greece to take this, and Free Moto 1 being your mech tech map, 200 BPM burst with some tech elements to it. Amamiya Kokoro is going to be your hidden specialist for this. Alagrisimo the same for with Hard Rock for South Korea. Naked once again with hidden Hard Rock, and Jackpacks hidden only, as we are starting off with this map yet again.
I really big some Alagrisimo, Fragrance, Puyu and Naked. This turner, the guy is not having it today.
Pretty much. He did try his best on a few of these, but the accuracy is just not been showing up for almost all of these maps.
Naked, another bake.
Another big for Naked, but the FCs are still there for South Korea. Not just the FCs, but the accuracy looking extremely well for all of these players. Fragments of Peach being the lowest accuracy there, 96.6% and slightly growing. Jackpacks though doing really good with that hidden only, but matched with Amamiya Kakura with an SS.
And Allegris, well, a really clean miss at the start. He's the 99.7.
Man, I just had to mention the SS on Amamiya Kakura as they lose that SS immediately. Naked finding a break now. This one is gonna hurt a lot once again, and South Korea halfway into the map now are gonna be running away with that score.
Yeah, not much you can do at this point. It's basically still a 3-way FC again.
3-way FC again, and the question is, will they do that once again? The GT1, they can do it for 3-1. It's tech territory. Granted, it's mech tech, but still, it favors South Korea considerably. And with that, Jackpacks, I mean, he is the only obstacle in the way of South Korea, but there's just not any chances. South Korea, just look at their accuracies, look at their combos. They're about to 3-way FC this once again.
And they've already had their misses at the very start, so there's nothing that can curse them at the, at the end here.
They're sending the message loud and clear. No mercy, no hostages, just pure hype and pure destruction of Greece on this match. South Korea winning this match in a sweep 6-0, and what a way to end it than with a fashionable statement. Allegrissimo and Fragments of Peach missing at the very end, but almost once again a Freeman FC on this 3-1, and with that, Greece are going to be dropping towards the losers bracket, playing against Oceania, and I guess we wish them luck on this one, and South Korea are going to be moving forward into the winners bracket.
Oh yeah, that's confirmed now. So yeah, Oceania, South Korea against the UK, which will be a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, South Korea versus UK, that's going to be... I'm a little surprised to see that match very early on, as if you might remember the prediction stream, a lot of people, and not just a lot of people, a lot of
two people putting UK at the very top, like in contention to win.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of expectations for the UK roster. So having that match early on potentially could alter that expectations. Not expectations, alter that placement a lot. But nonetheless, though, South Korea 6-0 versus Greece. Nice attempt there from Greece, showing up quite well on that Nomad 2. Being extremely close from taking that point, but it was not meant to be, as South Korea are going to be your winners in this match, winning this map and this match 6-0.
And yeah, we'll be back. I don't remember the schedule off the top of my head. Later today.
Yeah, later today. Just a quick reminder though for everyone over here. We must mention the fact that you should probably there is an exclamation point donate command that you might want to take a look at. And there are also some banners, sponsor banners that you might want to take a look as well. And with that, make sure to take a look at that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be saying our goodbyes.
You can contribute to the total prize pool if you wish. You can check out our sponsors, Wooting, who doesn't know Wooting at this point, and Accurate if you're looking for a tablet cover in Europe. We're going to be back at 16 UTC for Brazil versus Russia, another very hyped matchup.
That's true.
And that will be it from us. See you guys in an hour and a bit.
See you next time, guys.